Just before dawn, a steam whistle cuts through the Atlantic fog, and then silence. Somewhere below, a hull groans, lanterns flicker, and chests of gold slide across the deck. By sunrise, the ship is gone. No distress signal, no survivors, only questions, and a fortune that will pit families, insurers, and treasure hunters against each other for generations. The year is the late 1850s. Steamship lines knit continents together. From San Francisco to New York, fortunes from the gold rush move fast, first by mule and riverboat to Panama, then by steamship up the coast. One route carries more wealth than any bank vault of its time. On a crisp autumn departure, the steamship Aurora, sleek, iron-ribbed, takes aboard passengers, mail, and locked chests stamped with assay marks. Manifests list specie and bullion. To shippers and insurers, those words mean risk and reward. Days later, Aurora never arrives. In its wake, missing savings, unpaid wages, and a city's confidence shaken. Who pays when a fortune sinks? The owners, the underwriters, or the sea which claims everything? Moving gold wasn't just logistics, it was law. Shippers bought marine insurance, policies drafted in dense script, to cover hull, cargo, and sometimes the mysterious catch-all, perils of the sea. Merchants hedged risk with valued policies, naming exact sums. Others gambled with open policies to be measured when goods arrived, if they arrived. Insurers spread risk across syndicates. Underwriters initialed lines with quill pens, stacking coverage like planks on a deck. If a ship made port, everyone earned. If it didn't, paper promises were tested in court. Meanwhile, passengers carried private drafts, letters of credit, and small coin, believing the ship's iron and steam could outrun storms and fate. And then the Aurora vanished. Witnesses in the last port recall a humming engine, coal stacked high, a captain seasoned but wary, a barometer falling. The ship slipped into gray weather. At sea, routine becomes ritual. The engineer's bell, the quartermaster's log, lanterns trimmed at dusk. In the mail room, clerks seal pouches. In the purser's office, gold chests are tallied and chained. Then the weather turns. Rain sheets sideways, seas climb. The compass swings. Accounts differ on the final hours. Some say a collision in fog. Others whisper boiler trouble. Many ships vanish without a trace. The ocean erases tidy endings. By morning, ships on the same lane see only flotsam, a torn lifebelt, a crate of oranges, a child's wooden top. The rest, gone. News spreads by telegraph, markets quiver. Merchants queue at insurers' doors with policies and proofs. Families scan lists for names that never appear. Rumors multiply. Pirates, mutiny, fraud. But most losses at sea are simpler. Bad weather, worse luck. The only certainty is the gold. Assay-stamped bars and minted coins that cannot swim. Salvors, divers, and dreamers make plans. But in the 19th century, deep-water recovery is fantasy. As years pass, faith drains away. Claims do not. In counting houses, claims adjusters examine ledgers. What was declared, what was actually shipped, who insured what portion. Some policies cover perils of the sea broadly. Others exclude inherent vice or improper stowage. Owners argue act of God, no negligence. Underwriters ask for proof of shipment beyond a manifest line. Disputes form. Did the ship carry more gold than declared? Were multiple policies stacked on the same chests? If wreckage is never found, how certain is the loss? Enter admiralty courts, special tribunals of the sea. There, centuries of custom meet human grief. And one question looms. If treasure is later found, who owns it? In admiralty, two doctrines circle like gulls over a wake, the law of salvage and the law of fines. Salvage rewards those who rescue property at sea, but the original owner still owns it. Fines, in rare cases, can award ownership to the finder, if the property is truly abandoned. Insurers argue, We paid the loss. We are subrogated to the owner's rights. If gold ever surfaces, it's ours. Ship owners insist. We never abandoned anything. The court asks, what counts as abandonment when a ship rests in black water 100 miles offshore? Years? Decades? A century? Judges weigh manifests, testimonies, and the silence of the deep. Precedent favors salvage, reward the finder, but title remains with owners or their insurers, unless clear intent to abandon is shown. Still, the court warns would-be treasure hunters. File your claims, mark your site, respect the law, or lose everything you raise. Decades pass. Technology catches up. Side scans, sonar sketches shadows on the seabed. ROVs peer into the dark. A sonar return shows a shape like a fallen cathedral. Nearby, metal that shouldn't be there, and a scatter of rectangles the size of strongboxes. Salvors stake a claim in court, seeking exclusive rights as salvor in possession. Insurers surface with archives and affidavits. Families, too, descendants holding brittle policies and faded letters. The first dives bring up ship's fittings, mail bags, a purser's stamp. Enough to prove the site, not enough to settle the storm. In the end, the court splits the sea's spoils by law and equity. The salvors are rewarded for peril and expense. Title to recovered gold follows the chain of right. Owners first, then insurers who paid their losses long ago. Where no claimant proves title, the court considers abandonment, but cautiously. The ledger balances, imperfectly. Money changes hands, but not every story gets an ending. Much of the gold still sleeps where no lamp burns. From the day Aurora vanished to the judgment a century later, one thing held. Paper promises matter when the sea does not. Policies, manifests, and the stubborn memory of a court outlast storms. The ocean keeps its secrets. The law keeps our arguments. Between them lies a ship, a fortune, and a lesson about risk we still haven't learned. If you want more history told through money, technology, and the courts, subscribe. Next up, the day oil went negative.